From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. Wednesday was a beautiful day. It's going to be another beautiful one for today. And we'll continue to have dry weather, sunny weather. It's going to be much hotter. Highs around 100 degrees by next Tuesday, and a round of winds that is very concerning for next Tuesday through Thursday, bringing fire concerns way up. Okay, for this morning, wind gusts not a factor for now. They will be picking up a little bit later today. It's not going to be the windiest day out there. Will be a little bit breezy. And it's a little bit brisk outside this morning. 38 in Ellensburg, 43 for the Tri-Cities, 49 for Walla Walla. You would need a light jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. And so to that point, here's your coat cast for this morning for the Yakima Valley. Going to go with light jacket stuff through 10:30 this morning. After that should be t-shirt weather. So for this Thursday, we'll have highs in the 70s and 80s for lower elevations. Lots of sunshine, some breezes out there. But again, the heat going up into the beginning of next week. We'll talk about just how hot it could be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, a Pasco school bus rear-ended during an afternoon route. The swift emergency response on Road 68 and Interstate 182. Plus, emergency crews respond to a rural Pasco property up in flames. What investigators believed sparked the blaze. Then,
Kennewick School District really cut me out their loo for representing my culture discrimination.
a censored moment is sparking divide in Kennewick. The viral controversy putting a policy under scrutiny.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning to you. Hoping your Thursday is off to a great start. Thank you for spending it with us here on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Traffic was snarled in Pasco due to a school bus crash. It happened around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Road 68 and Interstate 182. Take a look here at some of this video. According to the Pasco School District, the bus was rear-ended while driving students home. No reports of anyone hurt, and the crash was cleared up in about an hour. Police are still investigating. A unique way, you might say, to send drugs through the mail is catching the attention of Pasco police, and now they need your help. They're trying to identify a woman who allegedly tried to ship off drugs by stuffing them into this teddy bear. Cops say earlier this month, a woman entered a Pasco business to ship a bear. She apparently requested the fastest service with the fewest stops and transfers, with the final destination being a city in Oregon. When an employee packed the little guy into a box, they say they noticed a suspicious bag inside and called authorities. That's when a canine alerted them to the drugs. If you know anything, contact Pasco Police. 2 Benton County men were just sentenced to 4 years in prison after pleading guilty to stealing money from a grocery store. In March of 2025, the 2 masked men entered the North Prosser Market, stole money, and then left the scene. Deputies say thanks to evidence and license plate reader cameras, they identified the suspects. After their prison terms, both suspects will need to complete a 1.5 years of community custody. On the fire watch now, firefighters rushed to farmland north of Pasco after a brush fire broke out on someone's property. Franklin County Fire District 3 says it arrived Wednesday afternoon to a home off of Clarwalt Road to find heavy smoke and a few trees in flames. Firefighters were able to calm the fire pretty quickly and stayed at the scene for a couple of hours to tamp down any hot spots. The cause of the fire still being investigated, but firefighters do believe it was an accident.
There's also a large pile of fresh grass clippings, so all their green grass from their lawn mowing is piled up, and you compact that down and you get some heat on it, you could get some spontaneous combustion internally.
Firefighters are reminding people pay extra attention to burn ban days as we head into the driest time of the year. New this morning, the Umatilla Rural Fire Protection District just released preliminary damage assessments from the Highway 730 brush fire that sparked Tuesday afternoon. As crews conducted mop-up operations last night in Umatilla, officials say several structures were fully engulfed upon arrival. They say that includes 1 residence, 5 outbuildings, 2 utility trailers, a camper trailer, 15 boats with trailers, a motorcycle, and 4 vehicles. The fire burned less than 6 acres, but officials say containing the fire was actually complicated by downed power lines, winds, and limited access. The cause remains under investigation. The College Place Police Department announced they plan to reactivate flock license plate reader cameras in the city. They say this will happen on or around June 15th. The cameras were temporarily turned off last November while legislators considered changes to a law that went into effect in March of this year. New restrictions mean no cameras around healthcare facilities, places of worship, or schools. Immigration enforcement is also not allowed. The 8 cameras located within College Place were provided through a grant which will expire in November, and there has been no decision to continue the program. CPPD says they have experienced a 72% reduction in auto thefts since installing the flock cameras. This morning, officials are reporting the first confirmed cases of West Nile virus in Benton County this year. That's according to Benton County Mosquito Control. Now, we should stress these were not human cases. Officials say they detected the virus in 4 crows in Prosser. Across Washington, we're told no cases of West Nile in people exposed locally have been found this year. But authorities still urge you to take precautions against mosquito bites, especially as we approach summer and fall. A video going viral on TikTok is sparking a debate after the Kennewick School District removed a Legacy High School graduate from its graduation ceremony video for waving a Mexican flag on stage.
Kennewick School District really cut me out their loo for representing my culture discrimination.
Take a look at this here. While walking across the stage, this graduate took out a Mexican flag, waving it before accepting his diploma. But the Kennewick School District says it doesn't allow flags at graduation, and officials decided to edit the moment out from its ceremony video posted on YouTube. It's left some students questioning both the policy and the decision.
If it's not disrupting the graduation or if it's not offensive, why not allow these students to show their culture no matter what? And even like maybe it is just a graduation policy, but that doesn't justify the fact that in the classrooms you still can't have flags like that. That's still a separate issue on its own.
The Kennewick School District says the student could have worked to get an approved stole to express himself and says it would have removed the moment from the video even if the student had waved an American flag. Governor Bob Ferguson joined Clean Tech Company 12 yesterday to open Air Plant 1. That's a facility that turns captured carbon, clean electricity, and water into fuel for jets. The ribbon cutting happened Wednesday morning in Moses Lake at the first commercial scale plant in the U.S., making low carbon jet fuel from captured CO2, renewable power, and water. Alaska Airlines and Microsoft took part, with Alaska set to use the Washington-made fuel on regular flights. The fuel is drop-in, meaning it blends with regular jet fuel for immediate use in current aircraft. The governor noted the occasion marked a big step toward lower emissions, more local jobs, and stronger domestic fuel supplies.
Clean fuels are a priority for us here in Washington State, and sustainable aviation fuel is certainly the future of the industry. It's good for the environment, it's good for our state's economy, it's good for local jobs, and 12 is certainly leading in this way.
With Air Plant 1's opening, Washington is the first in the United States to produce certified drop-in jet fuel from captured carbon at scale. Downtown Summer Nights is returning to Yakima this evening, bringing connection, community, and live music together. The event kicks off at 6 o'clock and goes through 9 on historic North Front Street. All ages can attend, and there is no admission fee. Event organizers say it's a celebration of everything they love about the Yakima community. Your time is 6:09, still ahead. The U.S. launches new strikes on Iran after attacks on American bases. The escalating conflict spiking inflation to 3-year highs. And here's a live look out to Pasco here on your Thursday morning. Josh is talking about our highs in terms of weather. He's even talking about triple digits ahead. How are we talking about this already? We'll find out after the break.
The 46th anniversary sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture locations.
And during our big sale this week, I brought in a little extra help.
A little extra help is here, and I'm marking everything down.
With friends and family discounts up to 40% off, or 5 years no interest financing with no money down. Celebrate 46 years with savings and get that new furniture or mattress you've been wanting and pay over time.
This is one sale you can't afford to miss.
This week at Walker's.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do: pay interest on their new truck. Just announced, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
See your community Chevy dealers.
In the Yakima Valley, our community is built on hard work, family, and growing something for the future. As another school year ends, we celebrate our graduates and their futures as leaders, farmers, and innovators. But sometimes tradition means looking the other way, telling ourselves it's safer at home or everyone's doing it. Truth is, most parents in our community don't approve of underage drinking and don't want it for their kids. At 17 and 18, teen brains are still developing, making them more vulnerable to alcohol's effects. And in Washington state, supplying alcohol to minors can mean a $5,000 fine and up to a year in jail. We have better traditions, like celebrating milestones together, substance-free. Set clear boundaries. Protect their future. Don't let one tradition define their future or yours. Parents who host lose the most.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Could be around the century mark by the beginning of next week. But before we get to that, we first got to get through today. It's going to be a lovely day for today. We'll be around 70 by lunchtime and then up into the low 80s in the Yakima Valley for the warmest part of the day. So lower elevations for this Thursday are going to be in the 70s and 80s. 83 for the Tri-Cities, 79 for Walla Walla, 77 for Ellensburg. And then we step up our temperatures through Monday, Tuesday, falling back down a little bit more by Wednesday, but we'll be in the mid-90s in the Yakima Valley by Monday and Tuesday. That's going to be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And the warmest day looks as if, the hottest day looks as if it's going to be on Tuesday. 98 for the Tri-Cities, 100 for the Hanford site, 95 for Walla Walla. This is still 5 days out, so these numbers will have to be adjusted. Okay. Once again, we're going to take it back to today. The UV index is going to be very high. On a scale from 1 to 11, it'll be an 8. That means that your skin could burn within 15 minutes. Be sure that you're putting on the SPF 30 at least, reapplying at least every couple hours. Also, pollen, still dealing with that. We'll be in the medium-high category for today, dropping back down into the medium territory for Friday through Monday, with those top allergens continuing to be grasses and locusts. The forecast staying dry. In addition to the heat going up, that means that fire concerns are going to go up. We'll talk about all that coming up in a few minutes.
Overnight, another wave of bombing between the U.S. and Iran. This as the war is a large reason why inflation is at its highest level in 3 years. ABC's Karen Wah has the latest from the nation's capital.
Overnight, a new barrage of American missiles striking multiple targets in Iran, including surveillance, communications, and air defense sites. A top Iranian official is now threatening to expand the war against the U.S. The Iranian government claimed the U.S. hit these 2 water reservoirs, adding, quote, "The U.S. is deliberately targeting the lifeblood of the Iranian people." U.S. Central Command says the attacks are in response to, quote, Iran's unwarranted and continued aggression. Iran again targeted American military bases in Bahrain and Kuwait overnight, and earlier this week shot down a U.S. helicopter in the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump told Fox News, if the Iranians don't sign a peace deal, the U.S. will bomb the expletive out of them tomorrow.
They keep tapping us along. They keep playing us for suckers.
These latest tensions are costing Americans here at home. Inflation surged to its highest level in 3 years, in large part due to the spike in gas prices. Families are now spending an average of nearly $300 more each month for the same goods and services than a year ago. President Trump was asked about the new inflation numbers in the Oval Office and had this response.
The numbers look great. You know what I really love? I love the inflation.
Democrats pounced on his comment. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer posting on social media, his contempt for you knows no bounds. Some Americans vocal about their struggle.
We're killing ourselves to keep up, and it's going to come to a point where I have to choose, do I feed my kids or do I take my daughter to her doctor's appointments?
The president says inflation will plunge when the war is over, but when that will be is unclear. Your time is 6:16 as you get your Thursday started. Here is a live look out to Ellensburg this morning. Coming up, Josh is talking about if we have any rain chances in the coming days. Find out after this.
Here's your reminder about the Working Families Tax Credit, a refund of up to $1,330 back for all qualified workers in Washington, not just families. Get help at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale. From GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
Bathfitter knows what you're looking for. The perfect style for your bath remodel with the look of tile you want. New textures, shapes, and styles. Works with your budget? Low maintenance. With no messy grout to clean. Quality and beauty that lasts, backed by a lifetime warranty. Sounds like Bathfitter styles are your match. And with new designs, now there's even more to love. Time to set a date. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
This time of year, dangerous storms pop up, bringing rain, wind, and lightning.
And many times, that lightning causes wildfires, some of which change lives forever.
This is just one reason to trust First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
With cutting-edge technology and the experience of our team, trust us to help keep your family safe this wildfire season.
On air, online, and mobile with our First Alert Weather app.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now, always on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our forecast is going to stay dry over the next 7 days because we'll be under pressure, under high pressure. These areas of high pressure working in tandem with each other, and that is going to keep active weather out of here. At least it's going to keep the precip chances out of here, but our weather will be very impactful as we head into next week. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those precip chances over the next 7 days. Nothing to see here, not a lick of rain in the forecast. Now, if rain chances eventually come back, fingers crossed, you could be able to see day by day, hour by hour precip chances for your exact location by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, we do have alert days possible as we head into next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because the winds will be a factor. Our vegetation is going to be extremely dry, especially for this time of the year. So we'll just take this day by day for next week. Next Tuesday, gusts between 30 to 50 miles per hour for lower elevations, the strongest gust being in the Kittitas Valley, up around 50 miles per hour. And the vegetation dryness will be at that level 5 out of 5 on our scale. It'll be extremely dry. These are the kind of values that we typically see in July or August, the peak of fire season. Okay, for next Wednesday, gusts between 25 to 50 miles per hour for lower elevations. Once again, it's going to be the Kittitas Valley that'll see the strongest gusts. And again, we'll have critically to extremely dry fuels out there. Then finally, for next Thursday, maybe the winds a touch calmer, but still gusts anywhere between 25 to 45 miles per hour for lower elevations. And again, the bulk of the region is going to be under this magenta color, with the vegetation dryness being at level 5 out of 5, extremely dry. In these conditions, fires could start or spread very quickly, and so we'll have a lot more to say as we get closer to this about how to prevent wildfires. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, 80s through Saturday, then making a run for 100 degrees by Tuesday. In Yakima, highs into the mid-90s by Monday and Tuesday, concerning winds by the middle of next week. For Ellensburg, especially concerned about next week's winds, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts with extremely dry vegetation, like we were just talking about at length. Then for Hermiston, lots of sunshine with temperatures rising through early next week. And finally for Walla Walla, clinging on to highs in the 70s on Thursday, and that might be the last time we see the 70s for quite a bit.
How are we talking about triples already?
It's just a wave. It's just a wave. It's how it goes sometimes.
Oh, man. So going up on the wave.
Going up on the wave, yeah, way up.
That's for sure. All right, well, your time is 6:22, still ahead. We have a lot more to talk about, including a Good Samaritan in Arizona. We'll be right back.
Behold, the DQ $7 meal deal with $2 Blizzard upgrade. Proof that saving big doesn't have to mean eating small. Full-sized foods, fully flavorful. It's fulfillment that tastes like fulfillment. Try it with the limited time drumstick with peanuts Blizzard and really let your full flag fly. The $7 meal deal. DQ, happy tastes good.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow, and Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2026 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This is my grandson, Brooks, and this week we're talking about our customer appreciation sale.
This is where you get big savings.
Or get 5-year no-interest financing with no money down on furniture for every room in your home. This week at Walker's.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
Welcome back, everybody. A Good Samaritan in Arizona got the chance to return a man's credit card that he found at a gas station.
The man who lost his credit card just happened to be Alice Cooper.
What? Could you imagine finding that? The rock legend had been in town playing golf and left his card at the pump. Jeff Guy found it and then contacted Cooper's team.
He met with Cooper at his teen center in Phoenix on Monday to return it. The meeting also came at a good time since Cooper left for a 5-week European tour on Tuesday.
I feel like we need to do this for our director, Stone. Are you ready? We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
Little Wayne's World. There you go.
A little throwback there. All right. Well, Pope Leo XIV and global music star Bad Bunny have finally met.
Yeah, the long-awaited collaboration. Well, no photos or video of the encounter have been released, but the Vatican says the pair had a private meeting Monday in Madrid during the Pope's visit to Spain.
Pope Leo joked earlier that many young people would choose a Bad Bunny concert over seeing him. Both, though, have drawn massive crowds in Spain in recent days. I was reading Bad Bunny had requested the meeting, so
very interesting.
Something that I think he used to be an altar boy.
Oh,
back in the day.
Very cool.
So there you have it. All right, well, still ahead, TriTech Skills Center prepares students for the jobs of tomorrow. The major renovations bringing cutting-edge programs to Kennewick. And West Richland drives Benton County's economic growth, the construction boom, trying to keep up with demand.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
Your time is a luxury. Let your lawn reflect it. Perfection Lawn Care is your private grounds team obsessed with detail. Crisp lines, lush turf, and preventive care that stays ahead of every weed and worry. We take on the heavy work and the fine details, season after season, so you don't have to. Choose a tailored package, come home to perfection, and never lift a finger. Perfection Lawn Care. Elevate your curb appeal. We'll take it from here.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spends so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning to you. Thank you so much for waking up here with us on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Your time is 6:30 as you kickstart your day. And as you do so, Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth knows everything you need to know about the weather. And Josh, it looked like a beautiful start to the day, a little crisp out there.
Yeah, and it's going to be another beautiful day out there, and we'll have a lot of sunshine over the next 7 days. The problem is that we're not going to have any rain. The heat is going to turn up, and the winds are going to turn up into next week. So that means that fire concern is going to go way up. Already circling these as possible alert days. I have a gut feeling those are going to be upgraded to alert days proper. Okay, wind gusts not a factor for now, but they will be picking up a little bit later in the day. It's not going to be the windiest day out there, but we will have some breezes. Like Wendy was saying, it is crisp out there this morning. 42 for Yakima, 38 for Ellensburg, 43 for the Tri-Cities. So you would need just a light jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. I'm thinking light jacket stuff for the Tri-Cities through about 9:30, 10 a.m. After that, it's going to be all t-shirt weather, as highs today are going to end up in the 70s and 80s for lower elevations. Lots of sunshine, a beautiful day, some breezes out there. But again, the heat trending way up into the beginning of next week. We'll talk about just how hot coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. The Yakima Police Department broke ground on the new law enforcement memorial garden outside YPD headquarters Wednesday morning. It's in honor of Sergeant Joe Desio, who passed away on duty in 2021. The department says Baxter Construction and the Yakima Police Patrolmen's Association Committee worked for years to make this project a reality. A new Washington state law that aims to clearly define electric bike and electric motorcycle use will take effect today. Senate Bill 6110 defines the different classes of e-bikes from Class 1 to Class 3. Class 3 e-bike requires the person riding to be 16 or older and mostly prohibits the use of one on a sidewalk. Lawmakers say the law is about ensuring safety for bike riders, pedestrians, and drivers. The law does not take any direct action regarding e-moto use. Instead, it creates a work group to study various aspects of e-motos, like whether they need an age restriction and where they should be ridden. West Richland continues to expand as Benton County's fastest growing city. Officials tell us the population jumped more than 30% in the last decade. Nearly 1,000 housing lots are in development, with the Lewis and Clark Ranch project planning thousands more homes. New businesses are following the residential growth, including a future McDonald's, Planet Fitness, and the possible Mid-Columbia Children's Museum.
Right now we have a population of 18,820, and we're anticipating to grow that to 26,387 by 2047.
Several commercial projects are working through the permitting process, with an announcement on the Children's Museum location expected later on this month. The first flight from Portland to the Tri-Cities Airport touched down on Wednesday. Take a look. Here it is. It is the first time in more than a decade flights to and from Portland have been offered at Tri-Cities Airport. Right now, Alaska Airlines is the only airline offering trips to Portland. The addition of a new destination will give travelers options for a connecting flight to 66 additional cities.
A lot of our success with Portland depends on Portland and how it's banked. So basically, how many flights does our flight connect with and what time of schedule we're provided with. And we have a great time schedule for this new service, and it connects with those 66 additional cities. So it gives the community many options to use at Portland.
The airport celebrated the flight's arrival with a runway fountain, as you saw a little bit ago, and gave boarding passengers Portland-themed caramel and popcorn. The TriTech Skills Center is getting ready to expand program offerings as renovations at its Kennewick campus near completion. The TriTech Skills Center is modernizing its 66,000 square foot campus to upgrade equipment and expand capacity in high demand fields like welding. The Regional Center offers juniors and seniors 19 preparatory programs with more additions on the way, including an animation and VR track and a new HVAC program launching in the fall of 2027.
So our students are making very savvy decisions as far as their free public education right now and really teeing themselves up for success.
Construction is scheduled to finish in July of 2026, with program expansions rolling out as students move back into the modernized space. Still ahead, there's a new Tri-City swimming destination set to make a big splash. The Aquatic Center marking a new chapter for the city of Pasco. We'll have all the details there and all the details on your weather forecast. Here's a live lookout to Ellensburg this Thursday morning. When Josh comes back, he is talking about some heat, folks. Why are we talking about 100 degrees already? Find out when that could happen after the break.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Here's your reminder about the Working Families Tax Credit, a refund of up to $1,330 back for all qualified workers in Washington, not just families. Get help at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $4,750 total savings on Frontier.
This is my grandson Brooks, and this week we're talking about our customer appreciation sale.
This is where you get big savings.
Or get 5-year no-interest financing with no money down on furniture for every room in your home. This week at Walker's.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
All right, so guys, just smile and say, switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get an iPhone 17 on them.
Let's switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
What they're trying to say is you can switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. No trade-in needed.
Why can't we just say cheese?
Okay, cheese.
Plus, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years.
I'm switching and saving. I'm switching and saving.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we could see our first triple-digit day of the year on Tuesday. But before we get to that, still a very like late spring-like day out there for today, as we'll be in the mid-70s by lunchtime, low 80s for the warmest part of the day. Lots of sunshine out there. Just a beautiful Thursday. So we'll go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this Thursday forecast. We start off up in the Cascades, where we'll be in the 60s and 70s. Then for the Kittitas Valley, mid-70s up and down the valley, gust of 25 miles per hour. Then for the Yakima Valley, low 80s. Looks like the gust breezes will start to pick up into the very late afternoon to early evening, but for most of the day the wind should be calm in the Yakima Valley. A little bit breezy for the lower Columbia Basin, where we'll have 70s and 80s, 83 for the Tri-Cities. Then for the Blue Foothills, looking at 70s and 80s as well. Most of us are going to be in the upper 70s, though. A little bit gusty there. And then for the Blues, 60s, 70s, and the warmest temperature is going to be Ukiah, 76 degrees there in southern Umatilla County. Okay, the high temperature is going to be ascending through Tuesday, coming back down a little bit by Wednesday, but still at 92 degrees for the Tri-Cities. But I know your eyes probably gravitating, obviously, to the hottest day, which is going to be Tuesday. For now, we're keeping it just shy of 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but this is 5 days out. So all of these numbers on this map are subject to change. Hey, not only is it going to be hotter, but the forecast is going to stay dry. Wind gusts coming back. That is bad news when it comes to fire danger. We'll talk about all that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The new Pasco Aquatic Center is having a ribbon-cutting event this Friday to celebrate the new swimming facility. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable has more information on the upcoming grand opening.
A project 4 years in the making, the Pasco Aquatic Center is officially opening this month. On Friday, a ribbon-cutting event will allow people to tour the facility while final construction is completed. The waters will be open to swim in on Saturday, June 27th. At the ribbon cutting on Friday, you can find out more information from staff members on things like season passes as well as programs that they will be offering. The center is anticipating high attendance numbers and recommends setting up an account online to check availability and make reservations to use the facility before coming in. The indoor portion has a maximum occupancy of 225, but the outdoor portion will also be open in the summer months.
And if you've seen artist renderings of it, you've only seen one picture of it. There's a lot more to the facility and a lot in it. So come on out Friday or come out June 27th and see the facility for yourself.
Ben Franklin Transit also announced that new bus routes 66 and 67 will go directly to the Aquatic Center as well. The city of Pasco thanks voters for helping get the facility finished.
These facilities are not cheap, so when Pasco voters approved the 0.2% sales tax, we were able to bond out $51 million. This facility, along with about $5 million from the property, we're talking about $45 million for the center.
And swimmers will finally get to take a look inside this Friday. In Pasco, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
So again, that ribbon cutting will take place Friday at 4 p.m. If you are unable to attend, the City of Pasco will launch online reservations Friday evening after the event. Your time is 6:42. Still to come on Good Morning Northwest. Everything you need to know in your morning sprint in terms of the news. And Josh has everything you need to know in terms of weather. Here's a live look out to beautiful Richland this morning. We've had some rain in the forecast the last recent days, but is there any more on the way? Find out on the other side of the break.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow, and Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
You don't have to go far to get away. Now open your new summer escape. Float the lazy river. Splash, slide, and stay all day. An escape made for everyone. And when you're ready, your room is waiting. Stay the night or make it a weekend. Stay, float, repeat. Family-friendly water fun exclusively for hotel guests. Book your stay today at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home, and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please, about to start the show, better take your seats.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
Slow down, look around, feel at home. Kittitas County invites you to experience the heart of small town life. From sunrise coffee stops and welcoming Main Street stays to scenic trails, family-owned restaurants, local wineries, hometown breweries, handcrafted shops, and more. Plan your small town getaway with the Love Local Passport, a curated guide to the best of Kittitas County. Download the Passport, plan your stay for a true small town escape at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Forecast going to stay dry over these next 7 days because of a couple different areas of high pressure that are going to work together, and that's really just going to put a dome over the Pacific Northwest, which means, again, precip chance is going to be non-existent over these next 7 days. But that doesn't mean that our weather won't be impactful. And of course, you can always read up on the full First Alert forecast at AppleValleyNewsNow.com or by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. And we'll have a lot to say about next week's forecast in the app, as it is going to be dry, it's going to be windy, it's going to be hot, and that is a terrible combination of ingredients. So already circling alert days possible for next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because of said combination of ingredients. We'll take it day by day, starting off with next Tuesday, where peak gusts for lower elevations going to be anywhere between 30 to 50 miles per hour, the strongest gusts being in the Kittitas Valley, and the vegetation dryness going to be at that level 5 out of 5. It'll be extremely dry, maxing out our scale. Okay, then for Wednesday, gusts for lower elevations 25 to 50 miles per hour. Once again, the Kittitas Valley will see the worst of it. And again, the vegetation dryness going to be extremely dry, level 5 out of 5. Okay, then by next Thursday, I would say maybe the wind's going to be a touch calmer, but still anywhere between 25 to 45 mile per hour gusts for lower elevations. You guessed it, again, it's going to be the Kittitas Valley that'll see the strongest of the wind gusts. And again, you guessed it, as the vegetation is going to be extremely dry. We typically do not see values like this until July or August. This is like peak fire season kind of stuff. We're going to see it during the middle of June. So in this environment, fires could start or spread quickly. Very concerning stuff. Got to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to fire safety. We'll have a lot more to say about fire safety as we get closer and closer to those impact days. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. 80s through Saturday, then making a run for 100 degrees by Tuesday. For Yakima, highs into the mid-90s by Monday and Tuesday. Concerning winds by the middle of next week. For Ellensburg, especially concerned about next week's winds, and like we were just breaking it down, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts with that extremely dry vegetation. For Hermiston, lots of sunshine with temperatures rising through early next week. Finally, for Walla Walla, clinging on to highs in the 70s on Thursday, and who knows when we might see the 70s again. Okay, now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, taking on rising food prices through the power of urban farming. In Indianapolis, Danielle Guerin founded the Soul Food Project.
It's a right to have fresh food, access to fresh food. It's not a privilege, it's a right.
The nonprofit teaches everyone here how to farm, from teenagers on a summer job looking to get their hands dirty.
I'm learning how to grow collard greens.
To families searching for fresh, affordable food. It's part of a budding movement. The Agriculture Department says urban farming now accounts for 15 to 20% of all global food supply.
Living in a city and farming, those don't seem like two things you can do at the same time.
Well, you can. Farming is something you can definitely do in the city.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on how these urban farming initiatives can build a sense of community and help tackle affordability. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Indianapolis.
Right now, living with COPD is hard, but more could be going on. And here is how you find out. Your COPD may be different, and Nucala could help. The inflammation triggering your flare-ups could be caused by eosinophils. Nucala helps target that inflammation. And it's the only once-monthly auto-injector for COPD you can do right at home. Picture fewer flare-ups and fewer flare-up related hospital visits. Nucala is an add-on injection for uncontrolled COPD with a specific marker of inflammation. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop other medicines, including steroids, unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause back pain, diarrhea, and cough. Right now, it may be time for something different. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Now, the morning sprint.
The man charged with killing Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark will not face the death penalty. On Wednesday, federal prosecutors said Vance Belter struck a plea deal and requested a hearing where Belter could change his plea from not guilty. Belter was accused in federal and state court of fatally shooting the Hortmans in what authorities deemed was a politically motivated attack. Belter also allegedly shot and injured State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Billionaire Bill Gates told lawmakers on Capitol Hill his meeting with Jeffrey Epstein was a, quote, grave error in judgment. Gates did acknowledge he knew Epstein had a criminal conviction, but claims he did not know the details. Gates says he never witnessed any crimes and never victimized anyone. He said Epstein tried to use information about his extramarital affairs to pressure him to continue with their relationship. After 4 years of waiting, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is finally here. It kicks off today in Mexico City with the opening match between Mexico and South Africa. Fans from around the world are packing bars and landmarks, and even local museums are joining in as the city buzzes with World Cup fever. The New York Knicks made history Wednesday night and are now on the brink of possibly taking home a title, pulling off the greatest comeback in an NBA Finals game, as many call it. The Knicks beat the San Antonio Spurs 107-106. The Spurs were winning 76-49 at halftime, but the Knicks started knocking back in the second half, and then with 1.2 seconds remaining in regulation, a tipped-in rebound by OG Anunoby sealed the victory for New York. A video going viral on TikTok is sparking a debate after the Kennewick School District removed a legacy high school graduate from its graduation ceremony video for waving a Mexican flag on stage.
Kennewick School District really cut me out their loo for representing my culture discrimination.
While walking across the stage, the graduate took out a Mexican flag, waving it before accepting his diploma. But the Kennewick School District says it doesn't allow flags at graduation, and it would have removed the moment from the video even if the student had waved an American flag. Traffic was snarled in Pasco due to a school bus crash. Take a look here. Happened around 3 p.m. yesterday on Road 68 and Interstate 182. According to the Pasco School District, the bus was rear-ended while driving students home. No reports of anyone hurt, and the crash was cleared up within about an hour. Police are still investigating. The College Place Police Department announced they plan to reactivate flock license plate reader cameras in the city on or around June 15th. The 8 cameras located within College Place were provided through a grant which will expire in November, and there's been no decision to continue the program. CPPD says they have experienced a 72% reduction in auto thefts since installing the flock cameras. The first flight from Portland to the Tri-Cities Airport touched down on Wednesday. There it is. It is the first time in more than a decade flights to and from Portland have been offered at Tri-Cities Airport. Right now, Alaska Airlines is the only airline offering trips to Portland. The addition of a new destination will give travelers options for a connecting flight to 66 additional cities. Benton County Mosquito Control District reported the first positive West Nile virus detection in Benton County this year. Officials say it was detected in 4 crows found in Prosser. No human cases with local exposure have been detected in Washington this year, but the health district urges everyone to take precautions to avoid mosquito bites. Time for what's trending. Letters Princess Diana wrote to an actor are now on the auction block.
The late Princess of Wales had a close friendship with British actor Terence Stamp. He was best known to American audiences as General Zod from the movies Superman and Superman 2.
Some of the notes show Diana's cheeky sense of humor. However, many of the letters are deeper and touch on topics including royal duties and mental health.
Stamp died last year, and the letters date from 1991 and are part of his estate.
I always feel weird about this when personal letters and things like that are now becoming public. There's a part of it that's history, and then there's a part of it like, how much should we know, right?
Yeah.
Can they have anything that's private?
If I had a vote, I would say keep that stuff private because, you know, especially being a part of the royal family, all your dirty laundry is already out to air. So
most of your life is already public. So what do you have?
Definitely.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about weather. We are seeing gusts that are not that impactful for this morning, but a little bit later today it will be a bit breezy out there. Temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s this morning, so just bundle up with a light jacket as you're headed out the front door. We're going to be in the mid-70s by lunchtime, low 80s for the warmest part of the day. Another beautiful day on tap as we'll have 70s and 80s for lower elevations. Like I said, a little bit breezy. Not as windy as what we've seen over the past handful of days, but the winds will come back with vengeance in the next week as the heat is going to come back. Highs maybe touching 100 degrees by next Tuesday. I'm officially going with a high of 98 for the Tri-Cities for next Tuesday, but we'll see. The models are trending us closer in that direction. All that to say, fire concerns are going to be way up there in the next week. We'll have a lot more to say about that as we get closer and closer to those possible alert dates.
Oh my goodness, talking triple digits already. All right, Josh, well, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us and watching Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next. And tonight, you should catch our newscast at 4:30, followed by Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll see you tomorrow morning.